Welcome back to DVL. We call him Uncle Jesse. Hey, yo. But in John Stamos' latest role, he goes by Coach. Earlier, John dropped by DVL to tell us all about it. Plus, we talked about his favorite career highlights. That's in today's Chatting with the Stars.
Marvin Corn, any advice?
These girls are gonna lead the world someday.
All in?
Some of them can be a bit much.
I'm sorry, you chewing gum?
This is Westbrook. We won't respond to My Way or the Highway.
That was the trailer for The Big Shot, a Disney Plus limited series. And joining us is the show star. Welcome, John Stamos.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey.
You look beautiful. You sound great, and you look great.
Thank you very much, John Stamos. That means a lot.
We're like twins. He was talking to me.
No, he was talking to me, trust me. Okay, so we can't wait to talk to you about your new role. But first, we know you have a long, successful, very envious career. But there's two achievements that we think that our viewers are going to be surprised about. So we're curious, which one was the bigger highlight, being the official voice on the Graceland tours or being the drummer for the Beach Boys?
Oh, that's tough. Well, the Beach Boys, you know, it was a dream, obviously. When I was a kid, I dreamt of like meeting the Beach Boys, let alone playing with them. But it's lasted for like 35 years now. So I'd say that's the biggie. But being the voice of Graceland was pretty cool too. Over here, Elvis, you know, sat on this piano and he did this. Pretty cool. You know, I always think if I was going to write a book, it'd be called "If You Would Have Told Me." Like, if you would have told me I'd be playing with the Beach Boys, or if you would have told me I'd be on the Daily Blast Live.
John's good.
Yeah.
John's good.
Look how low John is in his chair. I feel like we all need to help him out and go low in our chairs.
All right, no problem. No problem. Oh, now he raised up.
You go low, I go high.
He just did it.
Okay.
Well, John, listen, the audience could already see we are identical twins. We look exactly alike. But I want to know if we are the same fathers, because I know you have a 2-year-old son, Billy. I have a 2- and a 4-year-old. But, John, as a father, when my wife was pregnant, I started crying at commercials, movies, everything. I'm more emotional now than ever. Did you feel like the same thing with your son?
I've cried, and I'm not even making a joke. I've cried 4 times this morning during the interview. I swear. And I said to my press secretary, I said, "Do I cry to you?" And he says, "No, you cry at everything." Yes, I cry at commercials. Well, and this show, you know, first of all, he starts out as a coach and everything, and then I become a father. I mean, I'm a father, but my daughter moves in with me on episode 3, and I don't know how to be a father, and I learned, you know, throughout the episodes. And in episode 10, you'll relate to this maybe. He finally gets it. He says, "You know, I think being a parent it's not about the time you spend. I mean, it is the time or the money or the discipline or the boundaries, but it's about sacrifice. And it's about sacrificing your own needs for the good of your child. And if you do that right, if you don't get a ring and you don't get a trophy, but you get a kid who's loving enough and caring enough and smart enough to be a better version of you."
Let's go win a basketball game.
You know, this show really is breaking down stereotypes. It's okay to cry. And a guy like my character, releasing his assumptions of girls and women's sports, and then connecting with these girls, I think it's a new time right now, and it's fine to cry. The line is moving all the time. If we're not listening, then it's on us.
You play a high school coach, but take us back to your high school days. Were you a sports guy, theater kid, bad boy? And could high school you handle your tough coach character?
What's the opposite of a sports guy? My dad was into sports. I know nothing. Here, I went down to learn how to be a coach with Jerry West, and I called the day. I said, "Thanks for inviting me to the rehearsal." And he said, "First of all, son, it's not called rehearsal, it's practice." So, I mean, that tells you. I was not, and in high school, I was a dorky, geeky band geek. I mean, the only thing I had connected to sports was them beating me up, the football players.
No.
I knew nothing about it. And my dad loved sports, but I loved spending time with him. He was a golfer. And so I took some lessons and I was so excited. I said, "Dad, let's go play." And I went out and I sliced the ball and it went by this 90-year-old woman's temple, like by little, and I could have killed a woman. And my dad said, "Put that down. Don't ever do that again." And like, I think of myself in high school and I wish I could go back and go, "It's gonna be okay. You're gonna get the girl. You won't have to stand in line at Disneyland. You know, you're gonna be okay."
Thank you, John, for stopping by DBL. Make sure to check out The Big Shot on Disney Plus. We love you, John.
We're best friends.
I want to go to Disneyland and not have to wait in line. We'll be right back.